Say, folks, speaking of hotel stories, here's one I heard the other day I think you might enjoy. A fellow walked into a hotel, and being a little short of money, he rented a room without a bath. And shortly after he went to his room, he suddenly had the urge, you know what I mean, and he really had to go. Well, he ran down the hotel corridor, and the toilet was occupied, and so he came back to his room, and being a rather fastidious chap, not wanting to do it on the floor, he proceeded to use one of his socks, which incidentally had a hole in it. Then, naturally, wanting to dispose of it, he opened the window, whirled the sock round and round his head, and let it go. Well, due to the fact the sock had a hole in it, and all he succeeded in doing was spreading it all over the room, particularly the ceiling. Then he was in a dilemma, and he figured he'd better get out. But he thought it best to call the clerk up to his room, which he did. And when the clerk walked in, this chap said to the clerk, "Say, I've decided to check out. How much do I owe you?" The clerk took a quick glance around the room and said, "My friend, you don't owe me anything if you'll just tell me what position you had your ass in when this happened." And say, folks, while we're on the subject of hotel stories, here's one about a fellow that walked into a hotel during a convention, tried to rent a room, and had to be satisfied with one without a bath, due to the hotel being crowded. He noticed a banquet going on in the mural room on the ground floor as the bellhop took him to his room. Well, when he got to his room, he had the urge to, and bad. And not being disposed to seek out a toilet, he discovered a hole in the floor and proceeded to use it. And when he finished, well, he felt much better. So he decided he'd walk downstairs and stroll around. And when he got downstairs, he decided to look in on this entertainment, which was going on in the mural room, when he went to his room. Finding the room empty of everyone but just one old man, he said, "Say, old man, what happened? Where is everybody?" The old man looked up and said, "What happened? Where were you when the shit hit the fan?"